All right, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen.
We are live after 5
We are live after 5 in period 5. Today, what we want to do is move Pac-Man left, right, up, and down. Is that right? Is that what we want to do today? Okay. So, what I'm going to do is draw a screen. So let's just imagine this is your canvas. Can everybody look up here, please? This is something you have to learn. This point right here, the top left point, is 0, 0. Just imagine this as an upside down coordinate plane. There's only one coordinate plane. Do you guys remember studying math with coordinate planes and there was 4 of them? That doesn't happen in computer science. So here's Pac-Man. And Pac-Man has a coordinate point up top. That's X and Y.
Hello.
And this is Pac-Man. Okay? So how do I get Pac-Man to move to the right? How do I get Pac-Man to move to the left? How do I get Pac-Man to go up? And how do I get Pac-Man to go down? That was a question. How do I get Pac-Man to move right? How do I get Pac-Man to move left? Pac-Man has an X and Y coordinate. So if I want to move right, okay, just look at this as like, okay, this is 10, and then this is 20 pixels, and then this is 30 pixels. Well, if I want to keep moving to the right, what do I keep doing? 50 pixels, are you with me? What do I keep doing if I want to go to the right?
Keep going.
How many do I add here?
10 each.
So X is equal to X plus 10. How do I move left? X is equal to X minus 10. How do I go up? So if we go down here, this is 10, 20, 30. Who's getting this? 40. So how do I go down? Add or subtract? You add. So if I want to go down, y is going to be equal y plus 10. How do I go up? If I'm at 50 and I want to go to 40, how do I go up? Subtract. Y is equal to y minus 10. Who understands that? That's it. So now we can go ahead and program that. So go into your blocks. And what do we have going on here? Okay, so we have movement, right? Pac-Man is animating. That's all this is doing. If you right-click on this, add a comment, and you click on that comment, all this does is allow us to say what Pac-Man's doing, okay? Pac-Man is animating. That's all that block is doing right there. It's going Pac-Man 1, Pac-Man 2, Pac-Man 3, Pac-Man 1, Pac-Man 2, Pac-Man 3, and then he's doing this, right? So now we got to get Pac-Man to move. What on our GUI, our graphical user interface, is going to make him move?
Sprite sheets?
No.
How do you get?
What's going to make him move? Yeah, what's the response to? The clock? No. The arrows keys, okay? So all you're going to do is click on an arrow key, right? Hello?
Yeah.
You guys getting this? So all you do is you go down here to find your arrow keys, button right, BTN right, and click it. When I click the right button, what should happen? Pac-Man, who should move? Pac-Man. So you go into here right here. You go find the guy that says Pacman, image sprite Pacman. and you're going to tell it to move to, okay? And now I want to go x is equal to x plus 10. So go get a math. And now you're going to go back and get Pacman's x again. Once you do this one time, it's going to be pretty easy. So this is going to be Pacman's x. X is going to be Pacman's x plus 10. You go to a math box, and you get 10. Okay, now I'm going to copy and paste this guy. What should this y be? This should not be x. It should be his y. When Pacman moves left and right, is his y's going to move? No, they just stay the same. Now, how many people can figure out how he moves left, right, or how does he move left, up, and down? Okay, so you're going to do the left arrow, copy this, and when you click the left button click, how do I move? Is this going to move him to the left? No, it doesn't. When I move left, let's go back to here. How do you move left? Good. Right is adding 10. Left is subtracting 10. So you go up here and you subtract 10. All right. This should be simple now. How do you move up and down? Yes. All right, so you go button up, click. And you can also get button down, click, right? Go ahead. What do I put in here? What do I tell it to do inside of here? Okay, call it to move. Going up is y plus 10. Going up is y minus 10. Going down is y plus 10. So a little backwards there, but you got it. So all I'm going to do is take this guy out. Take the x out here, put the y in there, and now you got y is equal to y minus 10. Now he's going up. How do you go down? How do you make Pacman go down? Y plus 10. That's all you do. So you copy this guy right here. Because I have a plus sign up here. Oops. I want to duplicate this guy. And I don't want to go x plus 10. What do I want to do? The x's are going to stay the same. This is going to be y is equal to y plus 10. Boom. Now he's going to go down. Let's go ahead and check this, see if it works. Put all that code in. Okay, Pacman can move left, right, up, and down. All right, so now I'm coming around the room. I want to see your Pacman moving left, right, up. Okay, if you guys notice here that Pacman is not facing the direction. He's only facing right. Did anyone notice that? Tony, did you notice that?
Do I have to make him face the
Chandler, you found that out?
Yeah.
Yeah. So you got to make facing. So when these are like heading, okay? This is east, right? And then you're heading north, and then you're heading west, and then you're heading south. Are you with me? But we don't have that inside of MIT. we have something called heading to 0 degrees. Heading east is 0 degrees. You guys got to look up here and get this, or you're not going to get it. It's all new to you guys. You probably never learned this before, right? Have you ever done this before? No, so it's all new, so you probably need to look up here. This is 0 degrees. Heading north is 90 degrees. Heading west is 180 degrees. Heading south is 270 degrees. It's just 0, 90, 180, 270, all the way around the horn.
Oh, so it goes up by 90.
Yeah, goes up by 90.
So 8 east. Excuse
So you got to know that if I'm facing 0, I'm facing east. You got to know that. Why? Because that's how it works. Why do you kick off on the 30-yard line? I don't know. It's just how it works. Okay? So when I click right, you're going to go in here to Pacman, and you're going to go down and look for his heading. And you're going to set his heading to be what degree?
0.
Right is 0 degrees, okay? You can copy and paste this. Heading left is 180. Yeah. Unless there's not paper over there. You can put paper in it. Up is 90 degrees. And down is 270 degrees.
You do 180. You do 180.
Yeah. I did 180. 180 is left. 0, 180, 90 is up. 270 is down. And now when you run it, Pacman should head to his direction. You guys can do a hard reset, AI companion.
Why do you get a new code every time you do this?
What?
Why do you get a new code every time you make something different?
Because you have to reload it into the device. So you go to MIT and you scan it. And now he's heading the direction that he's chomping now. Okay, was that hard to do? Not that hard. Okay, so my program is working. So what I want to do here is this screen 1 initialize starts the game. When the game starts, we want all the objects to go in motion. Are you with me on that? So I'm going to go over here to get like just about everything. All right, I'm going to go to Powerball. And I'm going to tell it to start heading. I'm going to set Powerball's heading. I'm going to set Powerball's speed. And I'm going to set Powerball's time interval. Okay? So now I'm going to randomly get a number between 0 and 360 degrees. So I'm going to go down here. And I'm going to get a random integer. I can do this up here. And I'm going to get a number between 0 and 359 degrees. I don't want to go to 60 because 360 is the same as 0. So that's going to start heading in some direction. Now you can give it a speed. Speed is like 20 pixels per tick of time. And then down here, you can give it a time interval, which the time interval's up there on the board. Let's say you gave it like 100 milliseconds. All right. 100 milliseconds is 1/10 of a second. There's 1,000 milliseconds in 1 second. So 100 milliseconds is 1/10 of that. So this would be like happening 10 times per second. So 1,001, that just happened 10 times. All right. So I can go and connect this and see if this guy runs, and the Powerball should start to move now. So here goes my guy. The Powerball should start to move. When that loads up, does the Powerball move? Yes, you guys see the Powerball moving? It did move. It moved and it hit the bottom. The problem is then it went to the corner and then it got stuck. Why? Because it's reaching an edge and we're not handling it reaching an edge. So now what you have to do is you got to go down here to Image Sprite Powerball, Reach Edge. And once that ball reaches an edge, what should it do? What should it do off that edge? Bounce. So then you go back in here and say, hey, I want you to bounce and get another edge. So if you hover over this little orange edge here, you can get another edge. And now, when I reset this game, do a hard reset if you want, then reset, AI Companion. Go ahead and scan it in now. That ball should go ahead and start moving when I start the game, and it should bounce off any edge that it hits. Okay. So is that ball bouncing off an edge now?
Yes. I don't on an edge, but like on the wall.
The walls are not walls, they're edges.
Yeah.
Okay. And now, how could I get everything in there to move and bounce? Well, all I have to do is copy and paste this block of code here, right? And then I take these out here. I can throw this guy away. And now I go in here and say, okay, I want Pinky to move. So I go down to Pinky, and Pinky gets set for all these. And now I come down here, duplicate this, and this is going to be Image Sprite Pinky, and now Pinky is going to move and bounce off an edge. You guys see how I just copy and pasted and did all that? So one thing that my new programmers learn is that, oh my God, coding is a lot of copying and pasting. That's really all you do, okay? So how could I get this? Let's duplicate this again, take out the Sprite Powerball. Can you relax with your costume over there? Remember, and if it's affecting your educational learning, we've got a problem with it, okay? So I'm going to go down here. This is not going to be Pinky anymore. This is going to be Blinky, Blinky, Blinky. This guy is going to be, oh, this is Blinky. Blinky, Blinky, Blinky. This guy is going to be Clyde, Clyde, and Clyde. There's my Powerball. Blinky, Clyde, Pinky. So now I've got 4 of them. 4 of them should be moving across my screen now. Let's go see if the 4 of them are moving across my screen and bouncing. But I got a problem. I see what my problem is before this game even starts. 2 of them are going to get stuck. Why? Because I didn't tell them to hit the edge, right? So I got to go duplicate this, and this has to be Powerball, Blinky, and now Clyde. Okay? So if I go back, restart the game. Why do you have your backpack on? So if I go back and restart this game, reset it, AI companion, scan it in. These guys should be moving around the screen and bouncing. What's that? Yeah. Uh-oh, I know what I didn't do. Look, this is wrong code. This has got to be Blinky. No, this has got to be, this is Pinky. This has got to be Pinky in here. This is Blinky. This has got to be Blinky in here. And this is Clyde, so this has to be Clyde here. Do you guys see how it has to line up? You got to tell Clyde to bounce. That's why it wasn't working. That was a minor bug that I had in there, and now they're bouncing around the screen.
So that's how bugs are made, like the coders.
They got the wrong words in there. Got a typo in there. That's what a bug is. Yep. All right. So that's enough for today. You got 2 minutes left. Tomorrow we got to get the rest of our ghosts and everything to move. All right. So keep calm and code on.
Can you bring that out, please?